Thermopylae. They say you can't walk this battlefield without getting blood on your toes. This is where Leonidas was laid to rest. I wish I had known him.
If you close your eyes, you can hear them. Their final war cries, before every last one of those brave Spartans perished. Their voices were silenced that day, but their story will be sung for an eternity.
You didn't bring me here to talk about dead Spartans. What's on your mind, Herodotus?
The Battle of Thermopylae still echoes in our hearts. But to stand here is to feel it in your bones.
There's nothing here but ghosts. My concerns are with the living.
Hold out your spear.
My spear? What for?
I need to know something.
Herodotus!
I'm fine. I'm fine. The stories are true. That is the spear of Leonidas. The hero's blade.
Where were Sparta?
The Spartans weren't alone in facing Xerxes and his hordes. Many from across the Greek world were armed and
That sounds like madness.
It was foretold by the Pythia that Sparta would lose either its freedom or its king.
What happened to...
Xerxes was famous for honoring warriors who fought valiantly against the Persians. A bloody battle ensued, and his remains were reclaimed
in Sparta? What happened to...
King Xerxes paid him well, but treachery breeds treachery.
You knew
I didn't know, but I did suspect. There is a peculiar structure on the island of Andros.
You want to sail to Andros so you can...
In my travels, I heard your spear and...
You mentioned a people that...
They were not gods, but they lived far. I've seen carvings in caves, strange symbols that suggest it was this...
But Zeus blamed Prometheus.
Yes. Well,
The spear awakened to you, Hero.
you understand. I will do everything in my power to help you find your mother.
I'll meet you at my ship.
Welcome aboard the Adrestia, Herodotus. Will you be traveling with us?
Only for a short trip. I have business to attend to in Athens.
Herodotus is helping me find my mother.
Seeking help from the gods has put Herodotus on your path, just like they put you on mine. They work in ways beyond our comprehension, and all we can do is follow their lead.
You could be right. Herodotus and I share enemies too.
Like Elpinor.
He was part of a very powerful group called the Cult of Cosmos that controls the Greek world through the Oracle.
Control the Oracle! Impossible! Apollo would not allow that!
Now they're looking for my mother. I need to find her before they do.
And I believe they will hurt others who oppose their views along the way.
By Hermes! The Oracle lost to corruption, and now this cult? Do we know who leads them?
I don't know for sure, but I think it might be my brother.
Your brother? By Zeus, your life is complicated.
Tell me.
But don't you worry. This cult of Cosmos now has 3 new enemies. And one of them fights like Athena and shits thunder like Zeus. We'll bring the wrath of the gods down upon them.
Is he always this positive?
Always. That's why I like him.
Poseidon, carry us to Athens.
First, we need to go to Andros.
To Andros, then. We're going to have to do some upgrades to my ship if we're sailing into war.
What do you mean?
Well, she's old, and perhaps not in the best condition.
You couldn't have said this before we set sail? Where in Poseidon's name are we going to get the supplies?
My father. Me that the sea takes, and we must do the same. Fortunately, there are plenty of pirate ships in these waters that we can... and take from.
What are we waiting for? Let's hunt some pirates!
Now that we have the necessary resources, we can upgrade the ship's hull. Poseidon betrays. She's in ramming shape now, like a beast in the ocean.
More speed!
wreckage nearby!
Sailing speed! Sails up! Now! Slower now!
The commander's leaving the helm!
Forward! Sails down! Ship the oars!
The Bay of Marathon is Marathon? You know? The battle where a handful of Athenians pushed back the first Persian invasion. The great Themistocles. King Darius of Persia.
I'm not sure.
The site where the great Theseus slayed the vicious Cretan bull!
Oh, that marathon.
You're both hopeless.
Everyone to battle position! Rowers in position! Sails down!
I was a samurai. Makes a
Question of breath countenance.
Go on.
Sweet. How did you fight?
My mother told me the Spartan army brought her back from the Battle of Thermopylae.
Why bring it back to her?
Leonidas was her father.
Incredible. And they give you visions. Perhaps it's trying to guide you. Show you a path.
There's more. It helps me in battle.
What do you mean?
I can't really describe it. It's like I know what my opponent's next move will be just before it happens.
Fascinating. This is just extraordinary. We are approaching the island of Angus, Cassandra.
Yes, here we can see the tomb of the greatest Myrmidon, Achilles.
I was more excited by the fact that Angus exports some of the most expensive art.
Here it is. Is that a door? I've never seen anything like it before. do I get inside? I wonder if...
Who's there? Come out!
Hesitation only hastens.
The grave, I know, Mater.
Your form is improving. Your resolve is strong, but you're not taking action.
I was going to.
I know, but it's the moments in between that decide everything. Your turn.
Leonida's spear.
You're old enough now. My father's spear holds a certain burden, but you're ready.
I felt something.
Huh?
The spear. It has magic.
Carries with it a long line of power. A bloodline of incredible heroes. The same blood within you and me and our family.
All of us?
Think of Leonidas. He had great courage. And he made a great sacrifice. You share in his blood and the strength he possessed. We are able to feel certain things happening around us. That is our family's gift. But not everyone understands that. Some recognize the power we bear and want it only for themselves. They will try to take it from us.
I won't let them.
I know. You're a warrior. If we keep moving forward, always moving forward, we're untouchable. Storm's coming in.
Then maybe we should move forward now.
Mater, I haven't forgotten you. By the gods! Who built all this? How does a place like this exist? How could I even explain this to someone like Marcos? Something's glowing over there.
Forge activated. Synchronizing retransmission chronicity. Contact engaged.
Themos. The Forge.
I knew I let you stay in the Animus too long. Your vitals are crashing.
You don't understand. This confirms it. Cassandra didn't just have Isu technology. She had the means to improve it. Imagine how powerful the staff could be.
I admit, that could be an incredible find. But right now, I'm the doctor, and I take care of you. Now get some rest before you go back to Cassandra.
No time to rest. Abstergo goons could be tracking us down right now.
And the rest of us will be ready for them. If you burn out here, our mission will be done.
They told me you had a cheerful bedside manner.
Don't forget, we're a team. We'll back you up until you're finished your investigation.
I know. Kyoshi secured the loft yesterday and he's keeping an eye out. Elena's on call doing historical research.
And I'm here to talk if you're feeling any confusion from the Animus.
Always the therapist. So, Doctor...
I believe this staff is important. But the Templars and Assassins have found staves of...
This is different. If what I saw in Egypt is true, this staff doesn't control mine.
The spear you found is right here.
The spear's attached to a bloodline. Leonidas, Cassandra, and Alexios.
Are you sure you can use this?
No. But if the Templars get... So?
You mean our new...
Which I've modified to within a millimeter of its digital life. It's an Animus console prototype, Raman variant, with the I/O capacities pushed to their max. Ultra portable with more I'll go stretch my legs. Too bad
membership costs too much.
The center of the universe, circa 400 BCE. Eagles are fine and all, but a pet monkey would be even cooler.
Fascinating. Layla, can you believe we're meeting Herodotus himself?
I can. He sure does talk a lot.
Is there anything I can help you with?
So does what I'm seeing as Cassandra match your research? I had to tweak the Animus to use what we have of the book as reference.
That book is a lost work by Herodotus. He basically invented the concept of recording history. And other figures are matching up too. Cleon, Pericles. The chance to see the past firsthand is why I joined the Assassins.
Most people would talk about justice or leaping across rooftops, but history's cool too.
I've loved history since my grandpa told me stories about his grandpa back in Ireland. He was an adventurer and sailor, so I'm continuing the family tradition. I feel so lucky.
You make your own luck, remember?
Why do people keep telling me that?
So I've met Herodotus, but I don't know much about him.
He's brilliant. His histories are considered the foremost textbook of classical Greece. People have made their careers analyzing his words for some new perspective. To see him in his own world, walking in the polis, and... Sorry, but he's kind of a hero of mine.
You can fangirl all you want.
Yay!
I'll leave you to your work.
If you need anything, just let me know.
Are you sure you want to go back into the Animus right now?
Yes.
All right.
My spear is stronger now. The cult won't stand a chance. This imprint is shaped like the sword Demos had at the cultists' meeting. Was it forged in this place? Well, Herodotus will be happy. It's clear someone was here far before we were. Did Leonidas know this place existed?
Time to talk! You're not hard to track.
Did you come alone? Are you all right? Alexios, you're alive!
Don't touch me.
Come on, little brother. You have to tell me everything. What's happened to you?
I don't have to tell you anything. I don't know you.
Well, I know you. It doesn't matter. There's more important things to argue about.
You're right. Like that stunt you pulled with the artifact. It got my attention, if that's what you wanted.
What? The artifact showed the truth. We're family. And we made it out of Sparta alive.
Yes, it did show the truth. It confirmed what I always knew. You threw me off a fucking mountain!
If that's what you think, Alexios, you must have hit your head on the way down.
I've heard this story, and not from a liar like you.
Right. Dimo.
He's a demigod, worshipped and feared by the cult and...
Then why do...
Have you been paying attention?
Then make a choice on your own.
I'm not interested in reunions.
Same thing as your cult.
They don't need her.
Your cultists think differently.
If they ever pursued her, but if you don't know where she is...
Even if we were abandoned, we survived.
The cult has no interest in sentimentality.
If they're after all of us, there's one less person to find.
Yet here you are, acting...
I don't care what you think. I'll find Myrrine.
What?
We could find her.
Oh, you think friendship is the answer?
It's responsibility, not weakness.
Responsibility? Get off your high horse!
Taking your own muck?
We're not abductors. We're political. Those who don't stand...
Like me.
Like you. I heard you're planning a trip to Athens. When you go...
The cult let Myrrine live. They let Nikolaos live. Why kill them now?
Because you live. You brought this on her and yourself. The cult is power. They'll see how wrong...
I'm going after the cult.
You've seen our numbers. You've seen what I...
Try me.
So having guts runs in the family, does it?
Ah!
You'll have to be stronger than that.
Demos! Malaka. Herodotus won't believe this. I have to tell him what happened.
Well, was the legend true? Was it magnificent? What happened to you? And your spear?
Slow down, Herodotus. My spear's stronger now. I can feel it. You were right. There was some kind of artifact there. It showed me a vision. Of me and my mother.
So, the ancient civilization is real. Cassandra, you have no idea the power you possess. All harnessed in Leonidas' spear.
That's not everything. Deimos followed me here. The cult's already moving, he told me himself. They're going after us. My family, Pericles.
Why would he tell you? Unless it was a trap.
It doesn't matter. We have to get to Athens, to warn Pericles. And we need to find my mother before they do.
Then, we go to the Pnyx. If Pericles is anywhere, he's there.